I went down to the corner and around the block and walked right into the bakery shop. I picked up a donut fresh from the grease and gave the man my 5-cent piece. He looked at my nickel and he looked at me and said, "This nickel doesn't work for me. There's a hole in the middle and it goes right through." Said I, "There's a hole in the middle of your donut too."
Donuts?
That's a silly donut song. I learned that donut song on the first day that I worked at the bakery. My name is Mike the Baker, and I started at the bakery a long time ago. And when I started, I didn't know very much about baking. There was a man there who did. His name was Carl. Only nobody at the bakery called him Carl. Everybody at the bakery called him Uncle Gus. They called him Uncle Gus because he's the uncle of the guys who ran the bakery. So everybody called him Uncle Gus, even I did. And Uncle Gus taught me a lot about baking. The first thing he taught me was the donut song. And then he taught me how to make donuts. I knew then I was going to like being a baker. And he taught me that bakers have to get up early in the morning. If you like to get up early in the morning, raise your hand. Whoa, look at that. We have some bakers here. All right. And then my kids would say, "Dad, tell us a story." And I would tell them a story from Uncle Gus the Baker. Uncle Gus the Baker loved to tell silly stories whenever we were making cookies. And one day, he told us a Brer Rabbit story. Brer Rabbit was one of the tiniest animals of the forest, but he loved to trick the bigger ones. And one year there was a drought in the forest. That means it hadn't rained for a very long time, and everything got really dry, and all of the food was starting to disappear. The animals were getting worried. Are we going to starve? And then Brer Fox and Brer Bear gathered up all the food that was left, and they put it in a barn, and they wouldn't let anyone else have any. They kept it all for themselves. They didn't share. Well, Brer Rabbit thought that wasn't fair. So Brer Rabbit, at night, he would sneak into the barn, he would take some food out of the barn, and he would share it with the other animals. And then Brer Fox said, "He can't be laughing. We threw him in the prickly bushes." And then they heard, "Hee, hee, 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 hee." And Brer Fox said, "That is Rabbit. Why is he laughing? We threw him in the prickly bushes." And then they heard, "Ha, ha, ha." And then Brer Rabbit stuck his head out of the prickly bushes and said, "I was born and raised in the prickly bushes. This is my home. Thank you for throwing me home. Yes, indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you." And Brer Fox said, "Oh, Rabbit, how are we going to get you to stop taking food from the barn?" And Rabbit said, "That's easy. Open the barn door and share with all the other animals. That's how it should be." And that's how Brer Rabbit got Brer Fox and Brer Bear to share. And that's the end of that story. Whenever we made cookies at the bakery, we would sing the chocolate chip cookie song, which goes like this. Chocolate chip cookies, gotta have more. You can bake them in the oven or buy them at the store. But whatever you do, have them ready at the door, and I'll love you till I die.